Hello, Havocs! My name is Crystal, and I'm here today to welcome you as we discuss the Lotastic game for Grand Canyon University men's basketball. Did you have a Merry Christmas? I hope you did. I had a very Merry Christmas. I got some very special gifts that I wanted to share real quick from my very good friend Mindy. And I got some little chocolates and things like that from came out of this purple stocking. So that was nice. And I'll put this back real quick. I'll just set it down. That was easier. Okay. And she also gave me this shirt for Christmas. I've been needing a new GCU shirt. I didn't even tell her that I needed that, and I got it. So I think it's cool. And I got this cute little doll. Isn't she adorable? Now, Thunder is our mascot, but since this is more of a cheerleader outfit, I'm gonna call her Thunderette. And so I got me a Thunderette. It's so cute. Okay, just wanted to share that real quick. Now, about the game, which is why we're here. Um, Today, we had the privilege of playing Bethesda University from Anaheim, and they came to play us, but not in our normal gym at the Global Credit Arena, but at Luke Air Force Base in Glendale, Arizona. Now, this was not a neutral site game where, it's not in our campus, but you would get like a couple hundred of our students come watch us. No, 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 no. This was for the Air Force personnel and their families only. It was in their gym, and it seats about 800 people. So this was a small thing, okay? And it was a really good opportunity to kind of entertain the troops some, let them see a basketball game over the holidays. That's kind of a low pressure thing. And we got an opportunity to play a combination of players that just came off of the injury list or were still working through injuries and needed some more playing time before conference season started, as well as working in our freshmen and sophomores who don't get enough playing time and they needed some love as far as time on the court, things of that nature, because they all work so hard. So that was the main reason for this game. And playing a school like Bethesda University, who is not Division One, they're actually part of the National Christian Collegiate Athletics Association. I believe I have those acronym correctly. NCCAA is where they're. Usually that's a safe one to kind of like put in, really working players that don't get enough playing time. As a matter of fact, Ray Harrison, Tyon Grant Foster, and who am I forgetting all of a sudden? Ray Harrison, Tyon Grant, and Gabe McLaughlin. Don't know why my mind's blanking out. Those three did not play at all. They were not on the court at all today. So it was a fun game. Now, I almost said it was a fun game to watch, but I didn't watch it. It was only listenable on 1580 The Fanatic with Michael Potter and another guest commentator, our television, Barry Butel. Those two had fun together, as far as I'm concerned. They really, I think they missed who they usually work with, but they meshed well. They had good chemistry. I enjoyed those two together, very much so. And I enjoyed watching a game at Luke Air Force Base. Michael Potter kept saying, we should have it here once a year, every year. Don't know if that's going to happen, but why not? But so, I'm listening, and the game started, and it didn't start as spectacular as I thought it would for who we were playing. It was a good back and forth. They score, we score, they score, we score. And so there was no running away with points like I thought we would, and I was getting kind of nervous. I was starting to think maybe we were a little hasty in asking Gabe and Ray and Tyon to sit this one out. Um, even I was like, because around the 10-minute mark of the first half, we were only up by a point. I'm like, um, something's wrong here. But they called a timeout, and apparently the guys knew that they need to work more on defense as opposed to just offense, whatever. And so they started figuring out how to put stops on the players on Bethesda side who were excellent at scoring, because they had some that really knew how to shoot the ball. They did, and so it got better. It got to what I was expecting it to be. To the point that at the end of the first half, we were up by, I want to say 32 points after the first half. So that was cool. That was very, very cool. And the second half was brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We had, by the end of the game, we had so many double scorers, like 8. We had 8 players that had double scores. My 2 favorites are Javon Blackshear Jr. He had 20 points. And he's someone who's, just coming. This is his 3rd game back from being off for 11 months due to an ACL tear. So he got 20 points, which was awesome. And then we had Derek Michael Xaviero, DMX, from Indonesia. And he was the only one on the team that had a double-double. He had, let me get my notes to make sure I remember correctly. Yeah, 12 points and 11 rebounds. So he was exceptional today. It was his first career double-double, for the Division I era. So excellent, excellent, excellent. But as I said, we had 8 that had double-doubles. It was, everyone from, all of our starters had double-doubles. All of them. That was, Luke War, not all of our starters had double-doubles. Excuse me. All of our starters had double-digit points. I had to correct that. Luke War almost had a double-double. He had 15 points and 9 rebounds. So I wanted to make that note. Josh Baker had 11 points. Colin Moore had 10. Duke Brennan had 10. There's a lot of, points. Isaiah Shaw had 13. Noah Amenhauser had 12. We all did really, really well in our points. Now, if you're doing some math on your own and you're counting 8 people with double points, that sounds like you scored a lot. We did. The final score at the end, they had 74 points. We had 124 points. So, yeah, it was a good game. It was a lovely game. It was exactly what I expected as well. I was really glad to see it all go so well. In fact, Derek Michael Xaviero was so impressive that Barry Butel deemed him the player of the game. I wanted to make that out as well. So that was very cool. Very, very cool in that respect. So yeah, it was lovely. No stress, except for that little bit at the beginning when we were like only up by a point. And I was like, really, guys? That was the only stress we had. But other than that, it went exactly how I thought it would go. I will say, though, it made me miss the Havocs because it was a military crowd. So they're not like, Aah! And all that kind of stuff that I usually hear. So, but I'm okay with it. But I'm looking forward to when we get back to the Global Credit Union arena and can hear that noise again. I miss that noise. So, when it's all said and done, like I said, GCU had 124. They had 74. So that was good. Our next game is going to be on Saturday, December 30th. And I am hoping to get the video recap in for that as well. I'd like to get in before the new year. That's my goal. So we'll see how that works. But we are going to be playing Louisiana Tech, and that'll be our final non-conference game of the year. Um, and Louisiana Tech is a good team. They're I want to say they're 9-3 right now, so they're tough. And they're gonna come to win. So let's you know I'm gonna pray and cheer and will my team to win like we done now, because we are now 11-1, which is crazy. Um, so I would like to be 12-1. That would be fun, wouldn't it? So we'll do that. We'll see that happens come December 30th. And for now, I will say, as I leave, I'm going to, um, right now, we don't have a whole lot to put in the descriptions. There is one recap article that I'll put in there just for some good information. I'll leave that in there. That's about it. But everything else, like I always say, please like this video, subscribe, share it with other people, and put some comments below, because I'm sure I missed stuff. I'm sure there might be some things like, what are you talking about, or something like that, or anything, put it in the comments. You know, I like conversation. I like back and forth. So let me know what I missed. Let me know what I need to clear up. Let me even know what you like, what you agreed with, what you want me to expound on. I'll take anything. You know, if you want to talk about how cute my shirt looks, I'll take that too. Um, and things of that nature. So do all of that. So with all that being said, my name is Crystal. You've been listening to me talk about the Lobtastic game, and Lobs up.